Skull, it's time for you to get in there. You need to exercise your powers for the last time before we start committing the long journey to the end of our story. The story of the Profaned is coming to a close today. Hello, my friends, and welcome to today's episode. Wow, can we talk about Skull just like starting off on a high note, just going to town? We are gonna test kill skip. Let's go ahead. Come on. Let's, oh, yes. Oh, I wish his weapon was stronger. Nothing personnel. Oh, that nothing personnel kid moment is just so good. Let's go ahead and get a good old kill skip out there. Come on, come on. Kill skip somebody you can see. How about now? How about now? There we go. There we go. Nice. All right. Today's goal. We must get our 5 Death Knights. And then we must march upon the capital of the Profane. We must eliminate them. You kill skipped all the way back down here? Holy shit, Skull. You went nuts. That Psychic Frenzy is great. If we can get that and Blade Focus and then kill skip, it's probably just gonna be an anime moment. It's just... Not only do I voice act, I make sound effects too. Don't mind me. We need to get some iron and move it into steel, and that is the plan going forward. As long as we can start accumulating as many resources as possible, we can achieve this dream today. I have no idea how long we are going to be spending building everything up, but we do need several things. We need colossi hearts, so we can get Scourge Knight armor on all of our Death Knights. Then we need steel, and we need to make better weapons for our characters. As much as I would love to have everybody have some kind of high-tier Persona weapon, it's just not going to happen. Now, I do want to say early that at the end of this episode, there is going to be a closing animation that we will have done. I hope you enjoy it. It should be rather good. And, that's going to be the end of it. This is going to be the end of the series today. Whether we win or lose, if we die to the Profane, then we die to the Profane. But against a raid like this, we aren't going to die. It's just a weak-ass little sour-tasted raid from a bunch of combo coalition people. We had the Comba Convent and we had the Combo Coalition. That doesn't confuse anybody. Luckily, we have plenty of extra resources to go through. We have plenty of human meat. We have plenty of human leather. And we actually have plenty of soul stones, as well as plenty of herbal medicine for us to go through so that we can make all the colossi? 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 Colosso? Colossus. Colossi. Colossi. It's colossi. Oh, the English language is complicated. Let's go ahead and get Skull up there, we'll get Mackenzie up there, and we will just hold the line, as usual. This isn't going to be a huge raid. It's really not going to be that difficult. This is kind of redundant in the end. I do feel kind of foolish, though, every time these raids come in. They're like, we're going to break through your walls! And I just don't see it, and then I'm like, I gotta move everybody at the last minute. I hate it. I don't even have to move everybody. Skull and Mackenzie would be able to take care of this by themselves. But it's nice to include all of our characters, or as many of our characters as humanly possible. I think it just kind of makes them all feel like they're actually being extremely useful. And isn't that the most important thing, is giving everybody a feeling of usefulness? At least that's what I'm assuming is the most common thing these days. Any day they want to bust through, just waiting on them now. You know, this is kind of the moments I think and I question and I wonder, are we really doing the right thing? Are we the good guys? Are we? Or are we the bad undead guys that have made Death Knights and have butchered and slaughtered countless numbers of villages and... Oh, good headshot. or torso shot right through the heart. Who knows? Who knows? The entire series has become right through the heart. Let's go. Let's go. Boys, Mackenzie took some hits, but we routed them. We killed a fair amount. That was a good fight. Not bad, guys. Not bad. Mackenzie, why don't you close wounds, heal up, and we'll send you guys on your way. Good work. Now, I know for a fact we were going to make Vladimir. I was going to call him Vampire Vladimir. We were going to make a Vampire Vladimir, but this is the perfect opportunity, now that Skull is recovered, to actually turn Vladimir into this more kind of a Nosferatu kind of feel, where while he is more undead and rotted, he still has that vampire tenacity, that nature. We've got the complete neurogenesis. It's just, everything we have is so ridiculously strong for this genotype. Like, you could probably do a solo colony with this genotype and not really worry about it. So I feel like doing 5 Death Knights is too much. But how could I not do it at the same time? Do you know what I mean? I am, however, going to have Haas take care of all the mithril requirements. Oh, we found a little secret hidden area. And I'm going to have him make 2 mithril swords. One for Vladimir and one for... Holy shit. 5,000 steel ingots? And there's a little mechanator. What a fantastic little find in 1,000 planks. It's amazing. Oh, that just made everything so much easier. I now have all the resources I need to finish this and a Manhunter pack. Let's be fair, we all know how that's going to go. Skull is going to take care of all of it, and it's just another extension of his strength while we wait to be able to turn. So it is going to take 5 days for Skull to recover all his genes. So that is going to take us, we've already done 1, we have 3 more, so it's 1 more quadrum for Skull to completely turn everybody. But what we need to do is get armor, and we need to get weapons for everyone. So these are going to be the upcoming Death Knights. We already have Vladimir, so that's 1. We're then going to transform Thrasylius into 1. We're going to transform Vulture into 1. And we are going to transform somebody else. I don't know who else we're going to do it for at the moment, but I know we have Vladimir, we have Thrasylius, we have Vulture. We need 1 more for us to have a total of 5 Death Knights on hand, led by Skull. So that gives us 4 free Death Knights to play with, and 1 more to decide from. I don't think we're going to do Reed. I think Reed is too valuable of a character. With Reed giving us that genotype, I would feel extremely guilty taking more from her and turning her into a Profane, especially one of the New Age Profane. I want her to create a family lineage that kind of extends that loyalty to the Profane here of the free dead, of this line of Goliaths or half Goliaths, whatever she becomes, whatever her children become. I kind of want that story to facilitate. She did a great deed in giving so much of herself to create this possibility for us. So I want to leave her there. After a lot of thought and contemplation, Weatheraxe is going to be our 5th Death Knight, our 4th free Death Knight character, or our 4th Death Knight character under command of Skull. I think that is the best way to honor this character who survived, and I was going to let starve and waste away with the Sanguiphage genes, and just, she would have been in eternal death rest in that room, and it makes the most sense. We turn her into 1, we put her in alignment with our warriors, and we make her exactly what she needs to be. All right, we finally made it to the longer point of today. I don't know how long it's going to take for me to get, let's see, I need 4 hearts total, but we should probably do 8. So let's go ahead and make 8 undead colossi after this one. Maybe we're going to have to make more depending on if all undead colossi don't give us a colossi heart or a colossus heart. And if they don't give us a Colossus Heart, it's going to make things difficult, so we're going to have to keep going through, and we are low on the raid counter because, because we are friends with everybody. So at this point, us finding an ally or an enemy to attack us is getting slimmer and slimmer and slimmer because we have just shown our power and made people afraid of us. Which having people be afraid of us is great. However, it does make things difficult when I'm looking to get attacked and have somebody just poke us and poke us and poke us. Skull, would you hurry up with that? I want to see you make our first giant Colossus, and I want to call it Phil. I really just want to call this Colossus Phil, so if you'd hurry up, that'd be great. That is going to be one of the longest creations that we do. It took a full day. Let's call you Phil. Like I said, I was going to call you Phil, and then Phil, I'm going to kill you because it's just not worth keeping you around, and we're going to harvest you up, and hopefully you'll give us the heart I need. And once you give us the heart I need, then, yeah, look at all the resources they cost. Oh, it's so much, but I've got it in spades. Let's go ahead and do that forever, and then we'll make the long journey into making more and more colossi. Here we go. Slaughter Phil. No, Phil! Phil, why'd you have to go? Why'd you have to go, Phil? Phil, your sacrifice is worth it. There it is! There it is! Yes! All right. Phil gave us that heart, and now, Weatheraxe, you're gonna give us yours. You don't have a choice. Everything is falling into place, and there you are. It will take her probably about a month to completely regrow all of the things that she's missing, but she will regrow them, and she will be very useful. She's already got retractable blades on her left hand. Perfect! It's awesome. Life is just going the way we need it to go today. That's all I care about. And Haas is beginning the first unfinished steel Scourge Knight armor set. I love it. We have this final Drinks of the Fallen, and then one final Ascension Day or Awakening Day to do with all of these characters here together, because they might die fighting the Profaned in their capital. And all I can say is, I think having these moments of peace, and I know there's some people who think that Ideology isn't really that good of a mod pack. I have to say, Ideology makes the storytelling aspect of Rimworld so much better when you put the thought into what it is that's going to make your colony have these moments. Like, this could end up being a failure of a party. And it could be a memory of, like, man, that last Drinks of the Fallen is just not worth it. If they are to die, right? If any of them's to die, we got a fun one, which is amazing. It's awesome. It's fantastic. But the thought of it being like, this could be your last Drinks of the Fallen, just like it could be your last, Ascension Day. Those are the important things to me. I'm tired. This has been a long day. We have 2 ancient longswords now for Vulture and Weatherwax. Vladimir, we purchased from the Stout clan a named Warhammer, and we have gone through all of our human meat. All of our simple meals are made from vegetables and are made from buffalo meat, and we have a lot of bread at this point that's going into things. I am tired. This has been long. We are down to 2k human leather in attempts to make all these armor sets. Where's the... yeah, we have 50 human meat. Look at that. We actually do have some 50 human meat. Oh, it has been worth it, though. We have gone through a tremendous amount of bones, especially after having that huge harvest of what the hell were they? Undead wargs. And now here we are. Here's our Death Knight squad. I am excited to get everybody underway and to put them on their first test. So, let's form our first vehicle caravan. We are going to load our ship called the Dread Wake up with 2 horses, Haunty and a stallion. And I've already loaded it with a ton of stuff in our cargo hold, so we should be able to send them off to make landing on the other continent. 8.3 days. That's going to be a long time. They would run out of hemogen, wouldn't they? So we should probably take a prisoner or 2. Would be a smart idea. They're not listed here in items. That's kind of where I'd put a prisoner. We'll get them put in here. So we'll do Walrus and Isaias, and that should take care of it. Again, we need the milk that you can chew. The blood milk. Welcome to the blood milk you can chew. Alright, we're fine. We've got food in the hold. It's fine. Let's get him sent off. This should be fine. How we doing? You got off the boat. Why'd you get off the boat? Can we get back on the boat? Would you like to get aboard the boat? Is anyone going to board the boat? They're not coming back. That gives me some concern as to why they're not coming back. Let's go ahead and try this again. We'll load everybody up. We've got the people. Let's go ahead and load the prisoners. And we'll tack Haunty and the stallion. We're good on this stuff. Change route. Let's go here. 6 days. It's shorter now for some reason. Go ahead. Are we loading up? Hello? Practicing martial arts. That's not cooking 4 simple meals. Practicing martial arts. Why are we not load? Why are we not loading in? Fuck it. Let's eject everything. And we will, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Don't make me do this game. It's going to make me do this. I hate that I have to do this because nothing spells fear in the hearts of your enemies like arriving in balloons. God damn it. What has my life become? To where we must ride atop our inflatable steeds, the great balloon. Oh boy, I don't. Three should be enough, actually. We're gonna need 3. God damn it. I don't want to do this. This hurts. This hurts me. There's nothing scary about Death Knights coming in on balloons. Or maybe there is. I don't see it. I just don't see it. But it worries me. It worries me nonetheless. I'm gonna go ahead and get our first test flight off, and then we'll build the 3rd balloon if these work, and then we'll get into it, my friends. The last chapter of our story. I look forward to seeing you there, so we'll need to pack some planks. They can definitely make it, but we'll need to pack planks so that way we can refuel when we hit that halfway point. Alright, let's get to it. Oh, you both didn't have to see this off. What are you? Nervous? Please. You both know you'll be fine.
From foot soldier to knight hero, your perseverance alone is remarkable.
I don't make this awkward, love. I'm just doing what I have to keep you both and everyone else safe. I'm glad we've managed to make it this far, you know?
Be safe. Be wary of her powers. She will try to take control of you.
Freeze is right. Can't trust her. Can't be caught off guard. Skull would turn his gaze from his allies to those who march to war beside him. Lords, mount up! Don't worry. We've got this. Farees and Arcady would sit in silence for a few moments, watching the balloons trail off into the distance. You worried about him?
Of course. How could I not be?
He won't die, love. He hasn't yet.
That is why I worry, my love. He shows no fear.
Don't worry, love. He's afraid. He's just putting on a brave face. If he's afraid and shows it, everyone else is. You know that.
It doesn't make any of this easier. I know you're a capable fighter, my love. But without Skull, none of this would have been possible. None of it. Come, I need to rest.
Despite feeling the fear within his chest, Skull would lead his troops to victory, or to their final glorious end. Much to his dismay, as they approached the base itself, there was not much here to fight. Was this truly the capital he remembered? Where could they have gone? What could have happened to everyone? The fear that Skull felt began to grow in swells and waves, knowing that his key enemy, the Queen of the Profaned, was not here. Where would she have gone? Where would she be? As he tracked enemies through the alleyways and battled them, using not his sword, but the claws upon his fists, Skull fought violently, tearing tooth and nail, before finally growing tired, and sought to feed the bloodlust within his blade. These enemies, these Profaned, were nothing. They were not the foes he was looking for, but he wouldn't tell his soldiers that. Something was off. Something felt unnerving. What was it, he wondered. All right, everyone. Turn up. Should you find the Queen, bring her to me. And yet, to Skull's dismay, regardless of every building they searched, every nook and cranny and hidden passageway, the Queen would not be found. The Profane, he thought to himself, seemed more lost and confused, operating off of instinct rather than order. It was not a fair fight, nor was it one that he expected. Clearly, there should have been more. More honor, more violence. And yet, he was left unsated. His powers unactivated. The odds ever in his favor. Something was off. And it irritated him tremendously. As his forces reported finding nothing in this capital, Skull gritted his teeth. It was time to go home. Victory at hand, though sorely lacking in satisfaction. You're still positive you want to go through with this?
They came back, Arcady. We have to. As much as it will hurt, we have to.
Fine. Skull, welcome back. Do you have a moment? Right, just let me eat this. I'm a little peckish.
Thinking with his stomach. How human.
Well, we still need to eat. And this was from the capital. How was it? Too much garlic.
Were you successful?
Mostly. The capital was destroyed and the influence of the Queen eradicated. No trophy of war. No head, no crown. Oh, don't be so garish, Arcady. I didn't see fit to disgrace her further. But that was a lie. Skull watched to see any sign of give. It was there, an awkward twinge at the corner of Farise's mouth. She had been here the whole time. His suspicions proved true. And yet, why? He wondered.
Are the other Profaned free?
There are none left. They seem to be operating more on instinct than order. What do you make of it, oh bone mender of ours?
I think you might need a rest. Or maybe the heroes that saved us managed to free everyone, but they failed to flee and remained stuck.
She's talking around it, he thought to himself. Though, she may be right about the heroes freeing everyone. But why did she come with them in a lie? Self-preservation was the only reasoning he could see.
Why don't you come with us?
All right, lead on. The walk was quiet. Only the sound of rain, an old familiar companion of the three, and a comfort Skull had missed on his final adventure. Sure, he thought, this is where they both kill me. Arcady must know. Unless he's too stupid and foolish. I'd honestly prefer the former. I'd kill for the former. His thoughts drifted off to the pleasant dinking of water on his helm, and welcomed it for the last time. A tomb within a tomb. Is that what we have here?
Oh, Skull. I wish you'd shut up sometimes.
Yeah, I figured. What's going on?
Skull, you and your Death Knights are a threat to our peace now. With you around, one day the Divine Order will raise their arms against us and attempt to eradicate us all over again. We've made peace.
Yeah. What happens when they decide in the future that they're still going to attack us, stab us in the back, and try and kill us again?
They won't, Skull. I've already things in motion to ensure our people's safety and survival. We will all be okay. It's time for you and your warriors to rest.
You're afraid that I will try and take the mantle and rule over this world, much as the Queen did, aren't you? Skull, we're not asking you to kill yourself. We're just asking you to rest. Fariz is right. You need a rest. You've been fighting for the last 7 years, Skull. Non-stop. Front lines, every raid, every attack. You're there. You need rest. And your warriors need rest. Can't you see that? Oh, Arcady. I was hoping it was going to be the former. But it's true. You are fucking stupid.
Skull, you're out of line. Do not talk to us this way.
Oh, don't you start acting like you're perfect. I know the truth.
Skull, you're fatigued. You are battle fatigued. Non-stop fighting. Can't you see it? Can't you feel it in yourself? You're exhausted.
Skull, please. Listen to Fariz. Call your soldiers in. Let them come rest. Please. Fine. I'll call them to come and rest. They've done so much good. A rest will help them. Vulture. Honor-bound dwarf. Thessalius. The young swordsman. Vladimir. Once fallen and now risen again. Weatheraxe. One I would have not thought of until the last moment. A warrior of honor and heart. We will take a long rest, my friends. And when they need of us again, they will call upon us like heroes. If you would,
Please, take your rests.
Understood.
Rest well, lads. And lassie. There. You got what you wanted. I should have told you from the very beginning. I always liked you, Therese. There was something about you I just couldn't help but love.
Skull.
When you need me, wake me gently. And Katie,
Yes, my friend.
you better not fuck up my tomb. I mean it. If I'm trusting an idiot like you to this, I expect you to handle it well.
Skull, I won't do anything to destroy this place, or to see it destroyed. I will defend it with your family. Arm in arm, hand in hand. Shield to shield. You have my word.
Yeah, I know. I trust you, you big idiot. Take care of yourself. Wake me with a kiss when the time comes, please. My queen.
How do you... Fine. You have my word.
Skull knew this would be the last time he ever saw them. It didn't bother him as much as he thought. At least, his family would be safe. Isn't that all they could hope for? A happy ending for the cursed dead. They deserved that, and more, he thought, as his dreams drifted to times that he would never see. A life with his son unmarred by undeath.
What did he mean by my queen?
I don't know, my love. Perhaps it was the fatigue.
Well, take the time you need. I have work to do.
Very well, thank you. From foot soldier to honored, dreaded knight. A tale that no Profaned had ever managed before. Skull, trust in me. I will not go back to the way I was before. I will only follow in the steps you've guided us on, that we've guided our people on. From now on, only the old and the dying and the infirm will be transformed to continue living their lives, to better serve humanity. I am sorry. I do love you, as I love all those I've changed. May you rest eternally in peace, never to be called on again. That's my wish for you. I hope you can sleep peacefully and dream wonderful dreams. Good night.
That is it, my friends, for this season of The Profaned, or this series. I don't know if there will be a second one after this. I thoroughly enjoyed this story. I hope you did too. For those of you who might be wondering, why did Skull not fight back? Why did not Skull try to kill them both and take over? Skull's not that kind of person. I gave it a lot of thought. I looked through Skull's entire rap sheet and social sheet, and he was very dedicated, very focused, never had a social fight with anybody. So it didn't make sense to have Skull go and try and kill Fariz and Arcady and just lie. It felt like the right thing that Skull would do would be agree with them and kind of accept fate, that maybe one day he'll wake up, maybe one day he won't, and he is going to trust the people that he's called friends for the last 7 long years.
of constant fighting, constant struggling to survive, and constant battling. It's kind of where my thought process went in that. So, I look forward to our next Rimworld series coming up sometime next week. I gotta put a mod pack together, I gotta make sure it works, and I gotta make sure that there's no major issues or hiccups with it. Hopefully, I can get it done super quick, and we can get the next series off the ground next week. Shout out to the patrons. Thank you so much for supporting on Patreon. There's a link in the description. You can support there too. Thank you to my channel member for supporting as well. You can become a YouTube channel member for the channel as well. Or you can support for free by hitting like, subscribe, hitting the bell notification, commenting, and letting me know your thoughts. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next series. I hope you enjoyed the Profaned, and I hope you go and try the Profaned series out for yourselves as well. Take care, everybody. I look forward to seeing you in the next series. Peace.